Mike has a very interesting topic that I want to talk about today on What's Up and About.
Bank charges, but not
bank issues lately.
Bank issues and network lately. So yesterday I was with one of our producers. After the show, I had to rush up to a bank because I wanted to get there early, and the place was very full. And there were a number of people who had exactly the same issue, this particular bank. And they were calm. But later in the evening, there's this video of a woman who tore down a branch of a bank somewhere on the island because 58K was missing from her account. In fact, okay, she had 58K and came there and saw zero in the account and she couldn't withdraw. And she wanted to tear down the place. You understand? So it so happens that over the past 4 or 5 weeks, almost everybody I know has had an issue when it comes to transferring and funds not being returned.
I can tell you why exactly.
And all of that.
Our banking has become very integrated with our networking, our communication, our telephones. So banks have to actually rely on some of these features that your local network, your service providers have. And for the past 5 weeks, service providers, when it comes to telecommunications, have been absolutely, I can't say the word, they have been really bad. I can't even use internet on my phone while at home. I have to use a totally different provider. So all of this are what is coming together to give you the mayhem that's going on right now. In the papers 2 days ago, they actually noted that telecoms are experiencing some bad situations. They're losing revenue. They're unable to keep networks and stuff like that. So that is the main issue that's going on right now.
Last week, I got a message from a service provider, and they were saying how if you want to recharge your data, please recharge now, because in the next 2 days, you would not be able to recharge for the next 4 days.
Wow.
And I'm just like, okay, my data is okay now, but it probably would get exhausted in the next 2 days. So what happens in the next 2 days? Like,
top it up.
How do you top it up? How do you top up
top
for
it
the
up
future?
now.
You get, because when you top it up, the one that you have left will go. And then, yes, now, because the rollover...
So it starts counting for another 7 days or 14 days.
But there's a rollover. There should be rollover.
There's not always rollover.
No, not always.
There's not always a rollover.
Except
not always.
if in this situation they actually telling you that there will be a rollover.
But there's not always a rollover.
So the advice I will give, which I did for a while and I tried to work, is that if you're going to do a transfer, make sure it's within the same bank.
But
Yeah.
well,
and if you're I know, and if you're going to even withdraw from the ATM, do your best possible to go to your bank and withdraw from their ATM. That's the point. That's to help yourself, because what has been happening, like I transferred a particular amount of money and I didn't go, and then he left my list and then it has not entered the other person's phone.
I heard you having a conversation with someone, trying to convince the person that the absence is not the absence.
It's an issue.
I believe
big one.
Okay, go.
I believe that technology keeps evolving and we keep advancing in this age and space. Well, one would expect that we should. And the banking sector, which is at the forefront of attending to people's needs in terms of, finances and all of that, should be able to, meet up in that tech space to deliver in regards to some of these.
And
let's not even rule out the fact that they're a
bank. I feel because you go to the bank sometimes, they tell you network. I think our internet service providers need to be stronger.
I have a solution.
That's why I said technology.
No, don't save your money at home. Banks had to embrace a certain form of media to be able to put out their advertising because they did not trust regular media. Now, the only solution is banks have to now own networks.
And that's true. You see, that's true. That's number one. And then when it comes to feedback, or when it comes to response to customer complaints, they have a big problem.
How?
You send a message and it's hanging for like 3-4 days, and they have somebody who's managing that social media account who should at least be a staff of the bank or somebody who can get connected to somebody there. At least if you are not giving, if the service has issues, learn to assure customers that, okay, hey, it's going to be cool. There's this particular network that what they do, you don't even have to ask them. What their handler does is that they search for wherever their name is mentioned. So if you just mention their name, even without asking them, they're responding to you.
Yeah, but
what's
Mike,
the problem?
That's what happens when you have a human in charge of that. Because the human flow is inevitable in those kind of situations.
No, this is not.
So
when you have more washed. No, this is a.
When you have a human that is, handling the social media account, there's room for errors.
No, this is not about error. This is institutional decadence.
Now, this is it, Mike. Let me tell you something.
Institutional decadence. That's what I'm saying here.
Institutional decadence and all of that. The fact is, there's not enough manpower for these institutions to actually put out that kind of service. Let me let you know. The amount of customers that these guys have are vast. In other countries, what they do is outsource customer care.
But
They
they outsource customer care here.
Other countries with huge populations,
Yes.
we have a problem. You know why? We actually have that population, but we don't use it.
But we don't, I mean, come on. Look, the point now to save yourself, go to your own bank, transfer within banks. If you're going to do serious money, go and get the cash. Because you made mention of some money, serious money that you have to transfer twice. Did you get it back?
I got it back. No, we made an arrangement. It was very bad. But in any case, we're sure that you have had these issues yourself. Maybe you might want to share with us what you experienced. Do so. Use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC. We might even comment on that one. So, hey, just do so. Wake Up Nigeria, do stay tuned. We got plenty coming your way.